Okay, so picture this. You're a soldier in this ancient, brutal war against demons that eat people. A demon slaughtered your entire family. And yet, here you are, captured by your own side, on trial, and facing execution, all because you're protecting a demon. That's the impossible spot Tanjiro Kamado is in, and we are going to break down his entire trial. So the story just throws us right into the chaos, and honestly, we're just as confused as Tanjiro is. He's tied up, he's been captured, and some voice is telling him he's in the presence of the absolute highest authority in the entire Demon Slayer Corps, the Hashira. And who exactly are the Hashira? Well, you can think of them as the 9 literal pillars holding up the whole organization. They are the strongest, the most respected, and frankly, the most feared fighters they have. Their word is basically law, and right now, their judgment is the only thing standing between Tanjiro and certain death. So the trial kicks off, but, it doesn't really feel like a trial. It's more like a sentencing. The Hashira don't seem all that interested in hearing Tanjiro's side of the story. They're already convinced they're looking at a clear-cut, unforgivable crime. What's so fascinating here is just seeing how all these different personalities come to the exact same conclusion. You've got Rengoku, who is just pure by-the-book law. You have Uzui, who just wants to make the execution flamboyant. And even the more compassionate Hashira, like Mitsuri and Gome, they just see this as a sad situation that has to end in death. And get this, Tanjiro isn't the only one in the hot seat here. The Serpent Hashira, Obanai Iguro, immediately points out that one of their own, Giyu Tomioka, is also guilty. This just goes to show you how seriously these guys take their code. They are fully prepared to punish one of their own elite members. So, with the prosecution basically resting its case before it even began, the focus finally shifts. The accused, beaten up and barely able to even stand, gets his chance to speak. And this right here, this is the heart of his entire defense. It's not some slick legal argument. It's just a raw, desperate plea from a brother. He doesn't deny she's a demon. He just insists, with everything he has, that his sister, Nezuko, is different. She is the one exception to every single rule they live and die by. And then he drops his single most important piece of evidence. This isn't just wishful thinking. He's got proof. For over 2 years since she was turned into a demon, a time when any other demon would be ravenous, Nezuko has not had a single drop of human blood. So this really brings us to the core conflict of the whole trial. On one side, you've got this absolute black and white law of the core, a law written in centuries of blood. And on the other side, you have Tanjiro's insane claim that his demon sister isn't just harmless, but that she can actually fight with them to protect people. But of course, words aren't going to be enough. Not for this group. The debate is about to get physical. Brutally physical. A test is about to go down, not with words, but with blood, to prove once and for all what Nezuko really is. And the one to step up and deliver this test is the most hot-headed and aggressive of them all, the Wind Hashira, Sanemi. He has absolutely zero patience for Tanjiro's story and decides he's just going to force the issue himself. And with that taunt, he does the unthinkable. He draws his sword and stabs it right through the wooden box that Nezuko is in, impaling her. Just like that, this has gone from a trial to a full-blown, violent confrontation. Sanemi then slices his own arm open, dripping his blood, which is apparently extra intoxicating to demons, right in front of the wounded, agitated Nezuko. This isn't just a test anymore. This is the ultimate temptation, specifically designed to wake up her most primal, bloodthirsty demon instincts. So this is it. This is the moment everything is riding on. For 2 whole years, she's resisted. But now, she's been hurt, she's been provoked, and she's being offered the one thing a demon craves more than anything else. Is Tanjiro's faith in her actually going to hold up? And in this incredible act of sheer willpower that just shocks every single Hashira there, Nezuko turns her head away in disgust. She refuses the blood. Tanjiro was telling the truth. Just as the chaos is about to bubble over again, a calm voice cuts right through all the tension. The ultimate authority, the mysterious and revered leader of the entire Demon Slayer Corps, has arrived, and he's here to deliver the final verdict. And his word is absolutely final. He calmly explains that not only does he accept the situation, he actually sanctioned it from the start. To him, this isn't some new development. It was a plan he already put his stamp of approval on.
But the Hashira, they're still not buying it. How could he possibly make a decision like that?
Well, his logic is totally sound, and it really comes down to three things. First, he has proof. A letter from a highly trusted former Hashira confirming everything Tanjiro said. Second, the stakes. 3 people, including 2 highly respected slayers, have bet their lives on Nezuko. And third, strategy. Tanjiro is their only real lead on the big bad, Muzan. But here's the kicker. Even with a direct order from their master, the Hashira are completely split down the middle. Sure, some of them accept his judgment, but many of the most powerful members are still dead set against it. They just cannot wrap their heads around accepting a demon no matter the reason.
And the master leaves them with this one last critical point. This isn't just about a boy and his sister anymore. Tanjiro and Nezuko represent something totally new, a potential weak spot in their ultimate enemy, Muzan Kibutsuji, and that's a lead they simply cannot afford to throw away.
So, Tanjiro and Nezuko are officially pardoned. They have the master's full approval. But what the trial really did was expose this deep, deep crack among the corpse's most powerful warriors. The legal battle might be over, but the real question is this a true acceptance? Or is this just a temporary truce before a much bigger conflict?